This is first module, Quality Management Systems, implementing ISO 9000. International Organization for Standardization ISO was founded in 1946 in Geneva, Switzerland. Its mandate is to promote the development of international standards to facilitate the exchange of goods and services worldwide. ISO has more than 90 member countries. The US representative is the American National Standards Institute ANSI. The standards ISO 9000, 9001, 9004 were intended to be advisory and were developed for use in two-party contractual situations and internal auditing. In India, Bureau of Indian Standards BIS adopts ISO certification standards under the dual numbering scheme. ISO 9000 series of standards. It can be applied to construction, engineering, healthcare, legal and other professional services, as well as the manufacturing of anything from nuts and bolts to spacecraft. Its purpose is to unify quality terms and definitions used by industrialized nations and use terms to demonstrate a supplier's capability of controlling its processes. In very simplified terms, the standards require an organization to say what it is doing to ensure quality, then do what it says, and finally document or prove that it has done what it said. Steps in implementation of ISO 9000. First one, top management commitment. The CEO must be willing to commit the resources necessary to achieve certification. Second one, appoint the management representative. This person is responsible for coordinating the implementation and maintenance of the quality system and is the contact person for all parties involved in the process, both internal and external. The implementation of quality should involve everyone in the organization. Third one, awareness. Members of the organization should know how it affects day-to-day operations and the potential benefits. This information can be relayed through short 1-hour awareness training sessions. Habiganj station at Bhopal was the first railway station in India to be certified as ISO 9000 1:2005. Fourth one, appoint an implementation team. This team should be drawn from all levels and areas of the organization so it is representative. The team should identify the QMS, quality management system, processes and their sequence and interaction. It is important to keep the project visible for all employees. Fifth one, training. The implementation team, supervisors and internal audit team should be trained. Sending team leaders for training and having them train the other team members or by bringing the training in-house for all team members through a 1 or 2 day seminar. Sixth one, team schedule. Time will vary depending on the size and type of organization and the extent of its existing quality system. More organizations can complete the entire process in less than 1.5 years. Seventh one, select element owners. The implementation team selects owners for each of the system elements. Owners may be assigned more than one element. The more people involved, more effective is the system. Eighth one, review the present system. Copies of all the quality manuals, procedures, work instructions and forms presently in use are obtained. These documents are sorted into system elements to determine what is available and what is needed to complete the system. Ninth one, write the documents. Prepare written quality policy and procedure manuals. They can be combined into one document. Write appropriate work instructions to maintain the quality of specific functions. 10th one, install the new system. Integrate the policies, procedures and work instructions into day-to-day workings of the organization. 11th one, internal audit. A cross-section of trained people should be used for the audit team. 12th one, management review. It is used to determine the effectiveness of the system in achieving the stated quality goals. The system is revised as needed. 13th one, pre-assessment. This step is optional. 14th one, registration. It has 3 parts: choosing a registrar, submitting an application and conducting the register system audit.